Shalom, this is Ashar by Nasrallah out of the Lions Den camp, located in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, give our praises, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue, the Paleo Hebrew. Call Halam La, Yahawah by Shem Shai, by Shem Harakak, that's my mouth. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, and double honors to my as well, a hard one by Shirala, here in Jacksonville, Florida, Lions Den camp as well. Peace and blessings to 1/3, and salutations to the for elect. It's gonna be a quick little lesson, and hopefully edifying lesson. Just going on, of course, 1/3, but the Lord's servants, the elect, Lord, I'm part of that number. About it was predestinated for us to be in this condition, and it was predestinated for Yahawah to be even born. It was a predestination, and it's already, and it's coming into fruition, in front of our very eyes. Because the elect are already sealed. We're the prophets are sent out to wake up the elect. And Lord willing, you will be part of the hopeful elect, and to usher in the kingdom. Usher in the kingdom and get salvation. All right. All right, I'm gonna start with Romans chapter 8. I'm gonna start at verse. I started verse 28. It says, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahawah." See, I'm gonna just make that the title of the lesson. Okay, that's perfect. It says, "And we know all things." Just like you. Once again, and we know all things that work together for good to them that love Yahawah, to them who are called according to His purpose. So, man, what is the Most High's ultimate purpose, man? It is to call His elect. It's to send. It is to send Yahawah to ultimately get His place a sword, a deliverance for the 1/3 in the hopeful elect, and of course a destruction for the heathens and 2/3 of people that went it's like that go against Yahawah and crucify the Lord afresh, day to day. All right. Verse 29 says, "For whom He had did foreknow, He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brethren." So, man, he's Yahawah, being that firstborn. It's like it says, to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brethren. So, man, out of the 144,000, the elect men out of the 12 tribes of Israel, of course, Yahawah will be our king. He's our shepherd right now. He's the one that we pray on and call on, in his very moment, in our very moments of weakness, So we call out to Yahawah by Shem Shai, man. Yahawah, meaning the Father, the mean Yahweh the Father, meaning He exists, by Hashem, meaning in the name of Yahawah, meaning He delivers, and that's what Yahawah is coming back to do. He's delivering our people out of the day of judgment and in the day of trouble. He's giving salvation unto our people, and in the Most High Yahawah had already predestinated for that to happen. All right, is this verse? All right, verse 29. Yeah, okay, yeah, verse 30 is, "Moreover, whom He did predestinate, them He also called." So, man, some people don't even believe in reincarnation in the scriptures. They believe like free will. They believe that eternity in hell or eternity in heaven. Yeah, of course you do pass away and you go to the right hand of the Father, left hand side of the Father. If you're a heathen, you pass away. Your spirit is gonna go back to the Father, but it's on the left hand side. And if you, of course, you're Israelite, Abraham. If you do the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're gonna pass away. You should even, what's his name, Nate. He gonna pass away, and he gonna be born again. But of course, next time he be born is gonna be in the kingdom. It's gonna be later down the line, because what he did people. T.D. Jakes, what's his name, Jesse Jackass, all the other so-called black leaders for our people, but It just what that is, black, void. But nonetheless, back to this, it says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. All right, so he predestinated for Yahawah to be born in the flesh, in the manger. All right, he also predestinated. Uh, of course, and Yahawah told our people, and our people told more people. The disciples told more people, but it told about the kingdom of New Yasharal and New Jerusalem. All right, a kingdom where endure the righteousness forever and peace. Righteousness it reigns supreme. Unlike this kingdom, which our people think is our rest, some people think is is the kingdom. And of course for Esau it is, and for 2/3 of our people it is, because they can do whatever they want to in their mind. They can uh, rob, steal, and kill just like Esau does. That's what they want to be like. They're oppressor. All right, but it's not righteous at all. It's evil and it's wicked. This is a wicked place. That's why the Lord has called out for is using his elect as a mouthpiece, telling this place about this, telling the inhabitants of this place about the destruction that's going to come to this place. And at any given moment, man, this is first it's an economic thing that's happening right now. It is a cry for wine, not cry for wine, but what's it called? Economic collapse ultimately. You can be with OPEC and be with gas prices, but ultimately inflation, the value of the dollar is depleting. So of course it's going to take more dollars to buy stuff, and once you get inflation, you get hyperinflation. Once you get hyperinflation, you might well count the dollar out the door, because you can't use that no more. If you're paying $1,000 for some bread, you might well count that at the door. That's done for. That's like in what is it, like Zimbabwe or like the other countries where it takes like thousands of their dollars to equal one. And of course now here in America, or some of the dollars here is not equal to some of the dollars in other places, and mostly like Europe and stuff, because they actually have a more balanced currency, and our America's currency, Babylon's currency, is a fiat currency, which means it has no backing. It's not get backed by gold or anything. All right, verse 31 it says, oh no, well 30 it says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. All right, so he justifying his elect, man. His elect, or his mouthpieces, man. The what you call it, our Bibbins, Apostle Har, all the way down, man. Um, Giving out the correct fruits, going to highways and byways and street corners, week in and week out, season in, season out. Ultimately them are the ones you can call on and believe. It's like not call on, the ones you can trust because they trust in the Lord. Yahawah Bashim Shah. We are the best news you can hear from, because we not only believe that news and economics and politics that matters, and that's what's pushing this prophecy further, but it's also you use a spirit to discern what is going on. All right, and that's what's given to the prophets. All right. So it says for 31, it says, What shall we then say to these things? If Yahawah be for us, who can be against us, man? That's also I want to name the lesson, man. If Yahawah is with us, who can be against us, man? Only person that is against us is the one that don't believe in Yahawah Bashim Shah. That's for the 2/3 in these heathens, and that's for ultimately Esau, man. The power of the earth, the hammer of the earth right now. He has the word in his hands, but merely the world though, because Esau made the whole world a wilderness, not just straight up wilderness and jungles or whatnot. But this place, America, is literally a wilderness. It's no shelter in it. There's no shelter on this earth. It's only shelter in the heavens. All right, it says verse 32. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? All right. Who shall lay anything to the charge? Who shall lay anything to the charge of Yahawah's elect? It is Yahawah that justifieth. So come, man. You can't go against the elect. You you're the example of that number because hey, the Lord said to Himself that it's been predestinated for His Son, Yahawah, all right, to be to to ultimately die for us, and then of course have us, or of course have the Yahawah, but of course the elect be justified and glorified and it says who shall lay anything to charge of the elect, of the Yahweh's elect. So nothing can come against the elect, man. That's beautiful, man. You should want to be part of that. And that's gonna be another lesson. But just the mindset of the average person, not the scorners, not the scoffers, not the someone that's another religion, not the debaters, all the other stuff, but just a simple, regular, quote unquote, regular person. Just just hearing about this, like at camp, anybody probably has seen this. You gonna hear that America's gonna be destroyed. Babylon, especially Sodom and Egypt, this place America is gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. We calling out, and they just having a random conversation about shoes or this and that, and then yada yada bada boo boo, babble this and that. You hear that, wow, it hit your ear, and you just keep walking. That's crazy. You hearing that the America gonna be destroyed. You hearing that it's gonna be through an economic collapse, which is very current. It's current to these times. Inflation, you already see, you already know inflation. How it get. It can get worse than what you ever seen because it's gonna be worse than what America has seen because that's gonna cause them to have a new monetary digital currency. Even more so. All right. All right, says verse 34 says, who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died, yeah, rather that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of Yahawah, Yahushua, who also maketh intercession for us. All right, that's exactly what Yahushua can do. He's waiting patiently. Of course, it's only been 2 days to him, but he's angry at 2/3 of our people. He's angry at these heathens, Esau, man, that persecute our people. That persecute the righteous. All right. Then yeah, Yahushua has to get revenge. He has to avenge. All right. It says who shall separate us? Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahawah, which is Hamashiach, Yahushua our Lord. So come, man. In these times, that's something you have to think about and something you have to ponder on because that is true. That is constantly what we're doing now. There's nothing that can stop us from being with Yahweh Shemashai. All right, and from getting salvation, man. That shall nothing stop you because he's saying himself. Verse 33, who shall lay anything to charge of Yahweh's elect? So comment for you part of 1/3, you part of the hopeful elect 104,000. Who shall lay anything to charge, man? I think that's a good title too, man. Who shall lay anything to charge of Yahweh's elect, man? It is Yahawah that justifieth, man. So comment, he will justify his elect. He will glorify his elect. He will give salvation. All right. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3. It's simple. It says, uh thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. All right. This ultimately what we should do. This is our purpose on this earth. We are to be soldiers for the Most High, and we are to be angels if even messengers. Because we're trying to tell a lot of people about the destruction of this place, who they are, who they were, and who we still are, man. We are the Most High's children. We weren't just that for a period of time. We're still that right now. We're in biblical times. A lot of people like to say that's Bible times. We are in biblical times. What do you think the time of Revelation is, man? Like literally, we talk to somebody that is incoherent with the scriptures and does not believe that Revelation is current. Going into World War I, World War II, and of course now World War III. Us being at the beginning of it, you would see that they totally just don't believe, don't know, don't care. They just want to la 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 la. Let me get my money. Let me get my lust. Let me get my fornication. Let me get my whatever all that other stuff, man. Everything Jake do, man. Jake love to do that. But man, we shall endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawah Mashiach. All right, this is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1 says, "And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind shall not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." So man, the four angels are holding back the wind, man. It says, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, Yahushua, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our power in their foreheads." It says, "And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. The tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. The tribe of Ashar were sealed 12,000. The tribe of Nephilim. I'm trying to say that right. Were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. The tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zabulon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld a low great multitude which no man can number, of all the nations and kindreds of the earth and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb. All right. But man, that's what ultimately going to happen for our people. Get salvation on the 12 tribes of Israel, man. As you can see, that's the first time I read it. I just want to read it one time, just for the viewers' sake, just cause. But nonetheless, you have 12 tribes of Israel, 12,000 out of each tribe, and that's who you're gonna call on for knowledge and information, because it's soon gonna be a drought of that. You're not gonna be able to find what the prophets are teaching right now. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 25. It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it." All right. So, man, this is a simple thing just going on today's time. This is the beginning of Jacob's trouble, man. You ain't see nothing yet, but of course you're gonna see martial law, Gurga troops. You're gonna see everything that the Lord has to offer, knowing that it's gonna come because it's being prophesied right by the men of the Lord in the highways and byways and street corners. All right. So knowing that you have to give up your life for the Most High Yahawah, hopefully, of course, He can resurrect you. He can do whatever to you. He can raise you back as long as your body not corrupted, man. Nonetheless, that's what the Lord can do for us, because ultimately you want to be part of the elect. You don't want to fold under any pressure. Yahweh the Zal keep that same energy, keep that same I keep that same spirit. Because you don't want to be on the bad side of Yahweh, because Esau don't got nothing. The Most High is pushing all this. Is what you got to know. This is a story that has to be told and has to go out. So it's going to be done. This is James chapter 1, chapter 1, verse 12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised them to them that love him. All right. It says, let no man when he tempted, I am tempted of Yahawah, for Yahawah cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. All right. It's back to the thing though. It says, blessed the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So, kind man, for them that love the Most High Yahweh Bashimashai, it should be a crown of life. All right, that's why you should want to follow Yahweh Bashimashai to the very end. You know, whether death or life, because He's still gonna give you a life. All right, you can still end up in a very good case, man. You want to be part of 1/3 or the hopeful elect. All right, now of course, if you're a man, you just want to be part of the hopeful elect to make everything go to fruition. But yeah, man, this is good, and this is information, this is knowledge, and knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of our times. All right, so knowing that it's an economic and economic thing that's going on currently, and that it's going to lead to more and more prophecies, and the only way you can get out of here is you want to be part of the elect. You want to be part of 1/3. All right, and you do that, call on the Lord's true name, Yahawah, the Father, and the Son name Yahweh Shai, but the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Calling them names, and ultimately turn back to the Lord, and then study it, study yourself, approve and pray, and listen to the brothers. All right, listen to the brothers that's sincere. All right, but Lord willing, this was an edifying little lesson, and with that, I'll say shalom.